Hello everybody, XP Gamer here. I've already had to redo this intro twice, let's not make it 3 times. So today I am doing a different type of video. It's more informative slash opinion based, and I just want to get right into it. So, for those of you who don't know, the Game Awards are on December 6th. It's a giant live event, essentially the Oscars, but for video games. And the day before Smash Bros. It airs, so that's going to be an exciting 2 days. Anyways, today I just wanted to go over all the nominees for all the different events, well, categories, in the Game Awards. A lot of these I won't have much to say about because I really only play Nintendo games, or games on Nintendo consoles. So yeah, I'm just going to go around talking about all the categories, what I think of them, and occasionally I'll throw my opinion in the ring on games I haven't played because I have seen gameplay of some of these games. So first off, I'm just going on the website, on the official order of the website. Game of the Year is, of course, the big one. That's what we are all waiting to hear. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Now, of the Game of the Year nominees, also, I'm just going to point out right now, there are not that many Nintendo games here this year, but I mean, they had their fair share last year, because I mean, Breath of the Wild won Game of the Year and all that, and the year before that, I believe it won Most Anticipated Game, and Xenoblade X won? No, Xenoblade X was nominated for RPG, I don't think it won it, but anyways, Game of the Year, there are actually 6 nominees. Of those 6, only one of which I have played, and there's one that I haven't played that I've seen a lot of gameplay of, and I do plan on playing. So let's just go out with them. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, while I haven't seen gameplay of it or know anything about it, I have heard a lot of good things about it. I've heard how massive of a game it is. I was kind of expecting it to be on here. God of War, my brother played that game a lot. I've seen gameplay of it. Looks amazing. I'm not surprised that it's on here. Marvel's Spider-Man. Again, my brother did play it, but he's off at college when he was, so I didn't get to see any of it. But all my friends in my grade have been talking about it nonstop, so I know that's another big one. I'm not surprised. Monster Hunter World. It is on the Switch, therefore I have seen gameplay of it. I really want the game. It looks amazing. Again, not surprised. Red Dead Redemption 2 just came out very, very recently. This one, like, I didn't hear as much about it as the others, so, I mean, again, most of these games I don't really have much of an opinion on, but it is the 6th nominee that really just blew my mind. One of the nominees for Game of the Year, the game I've actually played, is Celeste by Matt Makes Games. Now, I never knew what Matt Makes Games was before Celeste. I'm sure that was the case for a ton of people. You look at the ending credits to Celeste, there's not that many people. Not many people worked on this game. It was a small team, and Matt Thorson himself recognized and acknowledged that on his Twitter. But to think, like, the game's great. It's one of my favorite games of all time, but it's just the fact that it made even a nominee for Game of the Year is breathtaking to me. And I doubt it's gonna win, but like, that doesn't even matter. The fact that such a small game by such a small team has made such an impact is phenomenal. It's amazing. I never expected this game. Like, I was thinking Game of the Year nominees, I was thinking, like, from Nintendo games or, like, indie games, I was thinking, like, maybe, I wasn't even thinking that many. Like, there weren't that many Game of the Year worthy Nintendo games, but I never would have thought Celeste. And I'm so happy for the team. I'm so happy for Matt, for Lena Rain, however it's pronounced, for, what's his name? I know all the developers, because I follow most of them on Twitter, but I can't believe it made it. And don't worry, there's going to be a lot more Celeste. I've already went through these, and Celeste is nominated a lot. Okay, I should probably speed this up a bit. Best Ongoing Game is awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Destiny 2 Forsaken, know nothing about it. Fortnite, of course, I mean, you know, it's Fortnite, it's there. No Man's Sky, which I haven't played myself, but I have a friend who really likes it, and I'm kind of glad that it's on here because I heard it was like terrible at first, and the fact that they just completely fixed up the whole game after it was released makes it a pretty good nominee. Overwatch, now, I've never played Overwatch, but I've seen my friend play it, and it was Game of the Year in 2016, Best Ongoing Game in 2017, and here it is nominated again for Best Ongoing Game in 2018. I'm surprised, quite honestly, and honestly, I hope it gets the spot, because that'd be pretty amazing. And then Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I've heard a lot about it, but I haven't watched it. I know nothing about the game itself. Best Game Direction, awarded to a game studio for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. A Way Out. Now, I've seen clips of this, and it looks really good, but all I can think of when I hear A Way Out is Joseph Fares and what he did during the Game Awards last year. Oh my god. But anyways, I don't have much to say about it. Detroit Become Human, on the other hand. Before my brother went off to college, I was up in the attic with him, and I was watching him play this game for hours, and it looks phenomenal. And I'm really glad that it's here, even though I looked at the Discord votes, because you can actually see, like, technically percentage of votes on Discord, and it didn't have that many, but I mean, hey, I'm glad it's up there. God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Red Dead 2. Again, not much I can say about those three. Best Narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. Once again, Detroit Become Human, which I really hope gets it, because that game, I really liked it. And it's like almost all a story game, so... God of War, Life is Strange 2, Episode 1. That game I have nothing to really say about, although, ooh, it's developed by Square Enix. Marvel Spider-Man and Red Dead 2. Okay, Best Art Direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. We have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, both of which, like I said, nothing much to say about. But then we have Octopath Traveler, which I actually got for my birthday a week or two ago, and I am loving it so far. It's such a great game. I was kind of worried because I'm indecisive about RPGs, because like all the Mario RPGs I'm in love with, but then there's some RPGs that I've tried and I couldn't get into them, and I am so glad that I managed to get into Octopath Traveler, because it's amazing. Now, about its art direction, I mean, it's cool, but I mean, I don't know if it's Game of the Year worthy. Then we have Red Dead 2 and Return of the Obra Dinn, another game that I quite honestly know nothing about. Then we have Best Score and Music, which is presented by Spotify, for outstanding music inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Once again on this list, we have Celeste, and while Celeste's music, it's typically never something that gets stuck in my head. When I do listen to it, it's phenomenal. Like, the feel Celeste music gives off, it's just something that I can't imagine. And Lena Rain, I thank you. Like, it's amazing. God of War, never heard the soundtrack. Marvel Spider-Man, never heard the soundtrack. Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom, I hope I pronounced that right. Don't even know what it is. And then Octopath Traveler, again, I love that game. Its soundtrack so far is so good. I booted up that game, I hear that title screen, and I just sat there for at least 10 minutes. It looped at least 3 times. It gets so into it. And that's just the title screen. So, I've never heard the soundtrack, so I can't say this for sure, but I feel like Octopath and Celeste both have legitimate chances. And then there's Red Dead 2, which is weird because I saw my brother play Red Dead Redemption, like the original, when I was just a wee lad. And I don't remember the soundtrack, but it never seemed like a game that could have a soundtrack like that, but I don't know. Alright, Best Audio Design presented by Dolby, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. So this is like effects. We have Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, Forza Horizon 4, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, and Red Dead Redemption 2. That's one of the categories that I have nothing to say about it because I've never heard that game any of those game sound effects. Okay. Best Performance, awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and or performance capture. First off, we have Brian DeChart as Connor from Detroit Become Human. I have never seen any of the other people on this list, but Connor DeChart, I really hope he gets it, because like I said, that was just a phenomenal game from what I've seen, and Connor's acting in it is just great. Then we have Christopher Judge as Kratos from God of War. Now, I've never seen that game, but I've heard a lot about it, like I said. And I can imagine that he's a very good nominee for this category. I've never seen his work, but I can just, like, it makes sense that he'd be on here. Melisanthe Mahout as Cassandra from Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Not much to say there. Roger Clark as Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2. And if this is anything from what I remember from Red Dead 1, watching my brother play, then I feel like it deserves a list, or a spot, because I saw Red Dead 1, and like I said, it was a while ago. I don't remember much, but I remember it being pretty good and worthy. All right, and then Yuri Lowenthal as Peter Parker from Marvel's Spider-Man. Again, can't say much there. Okay, Games for Impact, which is for a thought-provoking game with a profound pro-social meaning or message. 1111 Memories Retold. Don't know. Then there's Celeste again, which makes sense considering the deep meanings behind that game, both in the soundtrack and the story alone. Florence, don't know what that is. Life is Strange 2, Episode 1, know what that is, but don't know much about it. And then The Missing J.J. Macfield and the Island of Memories. Then there's Best Independent Game for Outstanding Creative and Technical Achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. Once again, Celeste is nominated here, along with Dead Cells, which I have seen gameplay of, and that looks really good. Into the Breach, I'm pretty sure these are all actually indie games, which makes sense. Return of the Obra Dinn, and The Messenger. Now, all of these I've seen gameplay of, except Return of the Obra Dinn, and they all look phenomenal. I really need to play The Messenger. Into the Breach looks fun, Dead Cells looks fun, and you know my views on Celeste. Best Mobile Game for the best game playable on a dedicated mobile device. We have Donut County, I have no clue what that is. Florence, no clue what that is, and then Fortnite, PUBG Mobile, yeah, and then Reigns, Game of Thrones. Can't say I've ever played any of those besides Fortnite on the Switch, so not much to say there. Best VR AR game, I'm just going to skip this because I don't know much there. Best action game for the best game in the action genre focused on combat. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Dead Cells, which I'm kind of surprised in there. Destiny 2, Forsaken, Far Cry 5, and Mega Man 11, which I do really want to play. I've never played a Mega Man game, but they look really fun, and I want to get into them. Best Action Adventure Game for the best action adventure game, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Red Dead 2, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which I have seen gameplay of, and that, again, looks phenomenal. There are so many great games this year, just none of them are by Nintendo. Best role-playing game for the best game designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. We have Dragon Quest, I can't read Roman numerals, Echoes of an Elusive Age. I think that's 6. Dragon Quest 6. Monster Hunter World, again, I told you my views on that. I really want to play it. Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom, Octopath Traveler. I really hope it gets that. And then Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Then there's Best Fighting Game, no Smash. Hopefully it'll be nominated as Game of the Year for next year. I really hope it does. It's not even out yet. Blaze Blue, Cross Tag Battle, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Soul Calibur 11, and Street Fighter V Arcade. So none of these I've played, none of them I know anything about. And then there's Best Family Game, and this is where the Nintendo games start coming in. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform, we have Mario Tennis Aces, Nintendo Labo, Overcooked 2, Starlink Battle for Atlas, and Super Mario Party. Now, Super Mario Party is phenomenal. It's not the best Mario Party, but it's a really great game. There's really a lot of stuff to do in that game, and I play Soundstage a lot. I think that deserves it. Best strategy game, The Banner Saga 3, Battletech, Frostpunk, Into the Breach, and Valkyria Chronicles 4. Valkyria Chronicles 4 I've seen trailers of, and I think it's on the Switch, but that's another game I really want to play. Best sports and racing game, FIFA 19, Forza Horizon 4, NBA 2K19, Pro Evolution Soccer 2019, and surprisingly, Mario Tennis Aces is on there. I mean, I don't mean it like that. It was a great game. I never actually finished the campaign to it, because stupid Kamek got me really mad, and then when I beat him, I just got so mad at Boom Boom, and then, I don't know, I never beat it. But, I don't think it's gonna make it, but who knows? Because I've never played any of the other games. Best multiplayer game, Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, Destiny 2, Forsaken, Fortnite, Monster Hunter World, and Sea of Thieves. I've seen a lot of Sea of Thieves. It looks interesting, but I feel like it's not my kind of thing. And then the rest, well, either I don't know about them or you've heard my opinion on them. Now, Best Student Game, awarded the best student project created at the high school or college level. Combat 2018, Dash, Quastel, Jera, Lift, RE Charge. I've never played any of these. I don't know anything about them, but I think it's really neat that the Game Awards are doing a student-based thing. I think they might have last time, but I don't know. I think it's a really great thing that they're doing that. Best Debut Indie Game, Donut County, Florence Moss, The Messenger, and Yoku's Island Express. Not much to say there. Best Esports, I'm just going to skip through all the esports stuff. Esports Player, Esports Team, Esports Coach, Esports Event, EVO obviously, Esports Host, Best Esports Moment, Content Creator of the Year, Dr. Lupo, Myth, Ninja, Pokimane, or Willy Rex. I don't watch any of those. Shoot. And then there was one last thing that I remember. I don't know if it was actually on the Game Awards website. I saw this on another website, so it's probably not official, but I saw something that said, like, Best Game Awards Moment, and it was, like, the Symphony something else, and then there was Jafar, or not Jafar, whatever his name was, the guy who showed up drunk. So anyways, those are my very incomplete thoughts on, the Game Awards and their nominees. I'm just so blown away that Celeste has made such a big impact to where it's on Game of the Year. And like I said, I doubt it'll make it, but congratulations to you, Matt, and you, Lena, and you, I forget all the other names, but the whole team at Matt Makes Games, congratulations. I'm sure this has blown you away as much as it has I. So yeah, those are my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I mean, it wasn't that interesting, but there are my thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys sometime later.